Hi, and welcome to Comic Community Notes. It's time to talk comics off the table, where we take last week's reads and go over them, see if I judge the books by the covers properly, except for this one here. I don't judge these ones. You don't judge some books. Hey! There's a reason why not to judge it. So, if you were not aware, this is the Comics of the Magazine, the community book that goes in depth, does interviews and spotlights and previews and history and all kinds of stuff. So, I don't like to judge this book by its cover as it's not a comic. And I want to see this magazine do well, so I don't want to say anything negative about it. But so cool that we've got a Mark Spears cover, and then we get the Comics Curing Cancer C3. Go to comicscuringcancer.org and you can see all of their offerings, and you can contribute to their cause, which contributes 100% of its proceeds to the American Cancer Society. So go check them out. So, anyways, moving on. Let's talk the actual reads of the week off the table. Lots of Doom books coming out. Not my favorite Peach Momoko cover, and but decent enough book. I like the artwork. They're doing kind of a one-off retelling of Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic and their rivalry. I don't like the way they've drawn these characters. Like, who's that? Who's that supposed to be? And they're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of similar in their pointy noses and stuff. And so for a second, I remember getting some of the dialogue mixed up. And it's like, who is who? But I did enjoy the book. And it looks like they're going to be doing more one-off series where it's Doom highlighted against one of the other characters that often is appearing as an adversary. All right, moving on. I don't know what I thought. I still have no thoughts. I don't know why I grabbed this cover. It's like, I, I, whoa, here we go. Beep, beep, beep. We have a winner for the ugly cover, I guess. That's what that means. And so, anyways, if you've been following my segments, I do like this story. Had some cool art. I don't like how they draw Doctor Strange. If you've been following along, and everyone seems to have elf ears. Sometimes Doctor Strange has elf ears, and other times he does not. So we get a an alternate take or personality of Doctor Strange in this book. There is an evil elf that's been kind of back and forth on the fence whether he's helpful or not, and so they've been kind of chasing their tail in that respect to the story. And what's this guy ultimately going to do? Is he going to be ultimately evil or not? And then we've got this dude that was on the cover. Can't really remember his name. But anyways, it's all right. It's all right. Okay. Sorry, Saw. I already judged you. Sorry, buddy. So check out my other segment, Judge Book by Its Cover. I should be posting one tomorrow or the day after where I judge books by their covers, the comic books that I pick up on New Comic Book Day. This art style kind of reminds me of the Century book. So I didn't actually look to see if it's the same artist or not, but it's got a very black, dark, shaded, heavy feel. for lack of better terminology. But I did enjoy this book. I enjoyed the Andor book. I think this one was a little bit better. And sorry, I told you, buddy. I already judged you. And so, for not having the Darth Maul book as a Star Wars book that I was reading, this was a good pickup by me. There you go. I'm gonna pat my own back. Okay, this is uh, this is the cover of the week for me. And I told you I like Mark Spears. Although this kind of gradient thing, I'm not digging, and it seems to be coming up more and more in the work. And yeah, I've described the artwork in this book as like Beavis and Butthead. um, Man, I don't have a solid take on this book. This book is kind of like up and down. One moment I'm like, okay, I'm dropping this book, and then the next moment I'm like, hey, I'm kind of enjoying this read. So as far as the artwork goes, yeah, I think they're relying so heavily on the text of this book, and it's just as wordy, if not more than the first book was. And with the comic book medium, I really think that you should be telling some of the story with the pictures. And so that's my major gripe about this book. Um, it makes me not kind of know so much where this character is at. I think it took a little while to get this guy back into the second issue. Um, but yeah, it's good at baiting you in for the next book. So I'll probably be getting book number 3. Um, but yeah, it's super wordy. There's certain aspects of that I like, but then I get through a page or two and I'm like, did we really need all that? All right. So, anyways, surprise read of the week for me: The Last Starfighter. And if you know about this movie, you're probably the same age group as I am. And I don't like this cover. I still don't like this cover. This guy looks grainy and mailed in. The Yeah, this looks kind of generic, but I mean I can appreciate maybe they're trying to go for the look of the video game in the movie. But this had me worried that this was going to be kind of an anime thing, and the art was nothing like the cover. So a case where I totally misjudged, and I did like this book, and it was really cool because it captured in the first few pages my memories and nostalgia for this movie, even though I haven't seen this in quite some time. So if you're a Last Starfighter fan, if you grew up watching the movie over and over again, like I did, this was a good pickup. And anytime a book can get you to have feelings, then your normal state of being calm and reading is awesome, and that's a part of why we read, part of why we watch movies and listen to music is the way it makes us feel. So it was really cool to have those feelings pop up in this comic book from a comic distributor or company. I don't know what to call these people. Mad Cave, that I've never heard of before. So great job. I'm so glad this came out because it was the read of the week. So we got cover, read, and that's usually what you're going to see go up here next. And that's going to wrap it up for Talking Comics Off the Table for this week. And tomorrow is New Comic Book Day, so I'll be posting a short showing what I picked up. and then making my judge the book by its cover. So I hope that you join me for that. I hope you rejoin me for the next issue of Talking Comics Off the Table. I appreciate everybody who does. And have a great day.